Paris wants them to be known as the wide-open games. Well, the Stade de France has its arms wide open for the 2024 Paralympics, a welcome to which the athletes have responded with amazing performances and competition. Great to have you with us again as we continue our celebration of all things Paralympic. At Stade de France, it's all about para-athletics. We've got heats and finals from 100 up to 1500 today, plus an enticing program of field finals, long jump, javelin, shot put and discus. Steve Rebellion alongside Pete Selby and Andy Bodfish. Pete, I'm sure you're looking forward to the finals again today. They've been offering us so much enjoyment.
Yes, thoroughly looking forward to what we have in this session. Now, the rain is starting to fall down, but there's an expectant crowd in for this session, and they're hoping to see more world records, more Paralympic records on the track and in the field. Quite a young crowd as well. Nice to see many school children from surrounding areas in various patches around the stadium, all wearing luminous bibs of various different colours. And all, I'm sure, will be getting behind every single athlete very enthusiastically as we head through this session of para-athletics.
Andy, I know you're a mad football fan, as we all are. How are you enjoying seeing the Stade de France reinventing itself for the Paralympics?
Well, it's wonderful. It's one of the iconic venues in world sport, no question. Of course, built for the 1998 World Cup finals, a venue synonymous with Zinedine Zidane, and we know about his Algerian heritage, and very much looking forward to Abdelatif Bako's a two-time gold medalist in the T13 1500, going for more medals, another gold a little bit later on in this packed program.
So as usual, we're opening up with a couple of field events followed by a very busy track program, and I suppose it's all too familiar, getting wrapped up in the supposed importance of results and paychecks, but if it was just about respecting your rivals and taking satisfaction from your own best effort, well, you'd have the Paralympics every time. I love the camaraderie between the athletes.
The bond between athletes at the Paralympic Games. We'll see throughout this session the respect before the line and after the line as well. And the respect also shown to the athletes from those watching wherever you are, and also from inside what is at the moment a rapidly filling up Stade de France in conditions, as you see, with an umbrella that have slightly got a little bit damp in the last few seconds, but we will not let that dampen the atmosphere, I'm sure. And there's a little wind, so hopefully this little shower will just blow through and we'll have perfect conditions for another very, very exciting session. Again, with the track proving to be ultra quick in these championships, and whether it's the makeup of the stadium, but the field is as well.
Temperature 948 degrees. Gee, I hope not. That's an interesting little error, but anyway, 94% humidity. We would be cooking. Anyway, that's by the by. It's overcast, it's not cold, and it's not hot. It's somewhere in the middle, and it's fine for good track and field action. These games from the opening ceremony are intended to improve inclusion, acceptance, overcoming prejudice. And when you think that tens of thousands of people come here every day to the Stade de France and see that message being played out in front of them, I think it's does a power of good, and it's also top draw sports entertainment and unpredictable. See world records tumble, and we see favourites beaten, new champions emerging, and great reactions. And we have the bell. I just love that bell for the winner to ring. So men's long jump field will be out shortly, and then the women's javelin. Then we'll be off to the track for these 1500 finals, the vision impaired categories, and sprinkling of victory ceremonies to work our way through as well. Always colourful, emotional moments.
10 fois médaillé paralympique, dont 8 fois médaillé d'or.
Please welcome 10-time Paralympic medalists, including 8 gold medals.
Merci d'accueillir Asia El Hanouni.
Asia El Hanouni, multiple Paralympian with the coup de baton duty. Athens, Beijing and London, and multiple gold medalists in 100, 200, 400 and 800 in the T12 classification. And now the stadium has everyone's attention as we invite out the athletes in the men's long jump T47. Cuban Robiel Sol Cervantes is the world record holder and is at the bottom of the screen there. Will jump last initially and potentially jumping last right through if he is the leader after 3 jumps. Arnaud Assoumani of France gets the big welcome, won the T46. In Beijing and was second in London. Nikita Kochikov, third in Tokyo, second at this year's World Champs. World record stands at 7:84. Yamusa Silla from Guinea, flag bearer, the opening ceremony here in Paris. Well, you can't miss him, Rod Townsend, high jump gold medalist, won this event in Rio and was second in Tokyo. Can jump high and can jump long. Wang Hao, People's Republic of China, second in Rio, 5th in Tokyo. Abdulrahman Yusuf Shabib Mahmoud of Egypt, 25-year-old from Cairo, 10th at the World Championships last year. Jotamu Koli of Liberia and Sol Cervantes. Jotamu Koli just finding now not appearing because he's not starting. So the field is down to 7 for the men's long jump T47. Also in action early in this session will be the javelin throwers from the F56 classification. Stanzo Salazar of Colombia will lead them off. Diana Crumina is a world record holder for the F55. F56 record belongs to Rocha Machado, and both those athletes in this field of 12 Sol Cervantes could have a good battle with Rod Townsend in this long jump, but it's Arnaud Assoumani, 38-year-old from Montpellier. And he'll have no trouble getting this crowd behind him as he starts off the whole session to get the French fans involved. Might be in his late 30s. That's no barrier in a long jump for this man. And gets it out towards 7 meters first up. He's got a best of 7:58. Good warm-up jump. Certainly fair. He's a little bit short on the board, but can tweak that. Actually short of the board. So he's got centimeters to play with there. But has a fair jump in the book in round 1. And a 6:71. That'll help put the nerves to one side. Neutral Paralympic athlete Nikita Kochukov comes in with form. Second at the World Championships this year. Has a PB of 7:34. Bronze medalist from Tokyo. Filling his head with the right thoughts. Plenty of oxygen. And Kochukov on his way for his first jump. T47. Also towards 7 meters, and near identical leap to Asumani's. It looks around 6:70. Maybe just finding the back end of the board. No, not even that. Close. So he too has some room there to work with. Solid technique, decent elevation. And he's just 2 centimeters shy of Asumani's opening jump. That's a 6.69 for Kochukov. Now the 19-year-old from Guinea, Yamusa Sila, been waiting for this moment for a few days. Carried his nation's flag down the Champs-Élysées for the opening ceremony. And here he is with a best of 6:03. A little bit shy of that 6 meters. Good aggressive run. Looks to have found the board well enough. Well, just. I'd suggest with the first jump though, rather err on the side of caution to at least get a fair jump out of your first 3 without putting pressure on your second or third jump. And a 5.70 for Sila. But with only 7 in the field now, well, they're all going to get 6 jumps. Now, Townsend. Out of Phoenix, Arizona. A winner of this event 8 years ago in Rio. And silver in Tokyo. Invites the crowd into the competition. Has a best of 7.43. Can he take it past 7 meters first up? Just about. That's the new best for the competition. just shortened up slightly on his stride pattern to hit the board in the middle. And we know he's got elevation in both his jumping events. Has no trouble clearing over 2 meters in the high jump. And a 6.89 puts him in the lead for the moment. Wang Hao, who was second behind Townsend in Rio and 3 behind him in Tokyo. Wang Hao was 5th 3 years ago. 29-year-old from Panjin. Can clear 7 meters. And does so. Oh, he's very close to the edge of the pit there. Oh, he's got some lift. Middle of the board, not quite the middle of the pit. Nasty injury out there to be had if he misses it, but he's all fine. That was close. Now, has he cleared 7 meters? It certainly looked like he had. Oh, yes, he's the new leader with 7.10. Just a couple to come in this first round. Abdulman Shabib Mahmoud. Now, one of his personal goals here will be to clear 7 meters. He's got a best of 6.98. This is the atmosphere, this is the venue. It can bring out the best. They're ready for him now. The pit's nice and clean and well groomed. Now the athlete's on his way to that pit. Well, only just over 6 meters. A little bit hesitant before the board. They seem to drag a foot in the second last stride. And he's on landing on the opposite side to where we found Wang Hao clearing 7 meters. Shabib Mahmoud. Just one to come in this first round, and a 6.13 it'll be. Getting ready for some action on the track.
The first final of this session, the men's 1500 meters T11. The athletes are down at the start. It's a very classy field, including former Paralympic champions, world champions, and we've got the world record holder here as well. Yeltsin Jacques, the Paralympic champion, world record holder, broke the world record in Tokyo when taking gold. Chimeko Seido, 4th in the last 2 world championships. Alexander Kozakowski knows how to win major medals, 3-time world championship bronze medalist. Julio Cesar Agrippino dos Santos, world champion. Anya Karazawa, was fourth in Tokyo. Yutayao Jigsaw was the silver medalist in the World Championships. Sumfield world champion, silver medalist from the Worlds. But Yeltsin Jacques in the yellow. Right hand in the air, there he is. Paralympic champion with that world record in Tokyo, 3:57.60. The only athlete to go under 4 minutes in this field. Huge world record. There's some talent on his inside. Men's 1500 meter T11 Paralympic final. This is a vision impairment category, so classification is severe as well, so every athlete with a guide. Given the green card there, so everything just been reset and we'll be told to come forward once again. The start's going to be very interesting. 6 in the final. And with the nature of a T11 category, there will be possibility of a few racing incidents in the first 100 meters as they settle down. Away in racing in the men's 1500 meter T11 Paralympic final. See how Jacques will come across here. And his guide, Andres Santos, will play a huge role. We'll just sit in behind fellow Brazilian Agrippino dos Santos. So the world champion leads the world record holder into the home straight for the first time. And given a huge ovation by this large crowd in this session. First final of this session. It's a Brazilian 1-2 at the moment. Agrippino dos Santos, world champion with a big personal best earlier on this year in Kobe, leads the Paralympic champion and world record holder. 3 laps to go in this 1500 meters. Chateau just sitting behind them in third place. Little gap develops to Fumiya Kasawa, who finished 4th in Tokyo, currently in 4th here. Just pulling wide is Chateau in 3rd place, moving past the Paralympic champion. So a bit of a move there from the Ecuadorian, who again has been finishing 4th in major championships, 4th in the last 2 worlds. So, well, he's hit the front here. Maybe a little change of tactics from playing a bit of a waiting game in those world championships and finishing 4th, taking this race at the scruff of the neck at the moment. So Caicedo out in front, but the move has been matched here by Yeltsin Jacques, the Paralympic champion. He needs to pick out in the yellow of Brazil and will lead with 2 laps to go. So the Paralympic champion in front by a growing margin of about 5 meters now. Caicedo in 2nd, 3rd place Agrippino dos Santos. And the gap develops to Yutayao Jigsaw, the 19-year-old from Ethiopia, the silver medalist in the World Championships, who has a big future at 1500 meters. And it's just closing on 2nd and 3rd at the moment, and don't rule out Sauer as well. But the leader has gone clear. That 5-meter gap has developed to around 20, and it's just growing more and more into the home straight. So Yeltsin Jacques, the Paralympic champion and world record holder, has gone clear, and they will hear the bell this time around with 400 to go in the men's 1500 meter T11 Paralympic final. And it's the champion who leads, and leads by 30 meters. There's going to be a huge race for the silver and bronze. At the moment, Caicedo from Jigsaw. And they're staggered by about 5 meters between 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. But at the moment, it's Jacques by a growing margin of 50 meters down the back straight. And the Paralympic champion looking good here to follow up with another gold This time in Paris, 50 meters clear. Race on for second, and it's the 19-year-old Jigsaw moving through powerfully into second. So maybe a glimpse of the future, but that's a full 70 meters behind the current. And the current is Yeltsin-Jacques, looking for his second consecutive Paralympic gold medal, and he's clear by 70 meters. Yeltsin-Jacques, the world record of 3:57.60. Eyes on the clock, Jacques, the Paralympic champion, and the world record has been smashed. Yeltsin-Jacques, Paralympic champion for the second games running, and it's a huge world record. Yutal Jigsaw, a brilliant second, silver medal for the teenager. But a world record to start off this session, and Yeltsin-Jacques, well, he smashed his own record. He's a two-time Paralympic champion. Yutal Jigsaw confirmed 4:03.21, just outside his personal best with a silver medal. And it's a 1-3 for Brazil, with the world champion Julio Aglepino dos Santos with 4:04.03 with the bronze. There was only just over a second split in silver and fourth. And they were miles behind the world record holder, the new world record holder as well, and double Paralympic champion. Jacques was well out in front. This is where the move was made by Jigsaw, down the back straight to move into second place. But it became apparent that not only Jacques was going to win by a huge margin, but then the attention turned to the clock. And the noise just grew and grew in the home straight, not to just greet the new champion, but also because of the time.
And you can't say enough about the importance of a guide in a world record-breaking run like this. And Guilherme dos Santos running beside Yeltsin-Jacques. He's got to have the speed and the endurance to help create that world record. And that's teamwork at its absolute finest. The understanding, the sensing of how your athlete's going, not just with a few words that they are able to speak on the point of exhaustion, but just to know your athlete that well.
And there were one or two moments early on when the likes of Chateau made the move and Jacques just sat in third place. So the guide, first of all, got Jacques in a comfortable position, a safe position. They knew how fast they were going. They knew how fast the early leaders were going, and they could accelerate clear and set that new world record and win a gold by a full 8 seconds.
Hot favourite for the men's long jump T47. Here he is, Robiel Sol Cervantes, world record holder at 7:84, and the Paralympic record set in Tokyo, 7:46. Does he get past 7 meters first up? Oh yeah, of course he does. Nicely in the middle of the board. Oh, it's almost a 3.5 kick jump, and Sol Cervantes, 21-year-old from Havana, 7:25. So he leads the competition as we go back to the track.
Yeah, the track finals coming thick and fast now. Another 1500 final, T13 category. 6 gold medals up for grabs over 1500 meters in the various sport classifications here at Paris 2024. Here are our runners and riders, 7 finalists from the Tokyo final in the field 3 years on. Silver from Tokyo. That's Rouet Jabali, who was World Championship silver medalist as well. Defending champion from Tokyo, Anton Kulatin. World champion as well from Kobe 350. We have the first Paralympic Games appearance for Mikael Allo for Turkey, 7th in the 5,000 already. And he's a bit of a legend, is Abdelatif Bakr, the world record holder, the Algerian, gold in Rio, and gold in the 800 in London, and a gold medal performance already in the 5,000 for Yassine Ouadi Alatabi, the 30-year-old Spaniard. And it's Joel Gomez, the Pan Am's champion. Lane 3, the 21-year-old from San Diego. Second neutral Paralympic athlete in this race. Fourth in Tokyo, just off the podium, Alexander Kushtin. And bronze in Tokyo for the Aussie, Jared Clifford. He actually won a couple of silvers and the bronze medal at the Japan National Stadium 3 years ago. The 25-year-old from Melbourne. Backer from Rio with the World and Paralympic Games best time, 3:48.29. That's the benchmark time in this event. He actually won the world title in this event over a decade ago now. We're underway then in the T13 final in the men's 1,500 metres. That is Clifford up at the front, the bronze medalist from Tokyo, 6th in Kobe, two-time world champion Jared Clifford. He made that podium at the Japan National Stadium, and getting out nice and tidy from Anton Kulatin, but we know about his prowess. 3 3/4 laps here to be raced. It is Jared Clifford from Australia out in front, and Rouet Jabali there in that red vest coming through to get up at the ankles of Anton Kulatin. Silver from Tokyo. Jabali is nicely poised there, the Tunisian in 3rd place, but it is still Jared Clifford who leads this race. Bakker has dropped off the back. I wonder if he has a stamina and a finish inside him, but it is Jared Clifford. Right now, a really disappointing showing just a few short months ago at the Kobe World Champs, but he's running the race he wants here, it seems. Still Clifford up ahead from Kulatin. He wants those back-to-back golds, but Jabali is pacing himself nicely here. Just off the shoulder of Anton Kulatin, moves into 2nd place with 800 metres to go. Trying to rein in Clifford, who went out early. And we have the gas in the tank, and Jabali trying to just pick his way through. The 26-year-old Tunisian was a world champion in Paris when the Para-Athletic World Champions were staged in this city at the Stade Charlotte a year ago. Down south, up north here, and the northernmost point of this field is occupied by Jared Clifford still, as they will hit the bell. But Rouet Jabali is in 2nd place and coming through the field. Gold already in the 5,000 for Yassine Ouadi Alatabi, the Spaniard, who looks to be in 3rd place. In fact, he's just nudged past Clifford, who is fading. We have Rouet Jabali at the bell. Looking good at the moment for the silver medalist from Tokyo, but there's a bit of a move here from Ouadi El Atabi, the Spaniard. That is gold in Tokyo in the 5,000, and he's putting in a finish as well, but time is running out. Clifford has faded into third place here, and what has Culatin got in him? It is Ruai Jababli looking to upgrade that second place from Tokyo. And wants this big finish. It is Jababli, but on the outside it is Culatin and Kostin with the finish. What a superb finish to take the win from absolutely nowhere, and a world record time as well. That is absolutely fantastic. Jababli was taken at the last there. And Kostin and Culatin absolutely delighted the neutral Paralympic athletes. Kostin did it. What a finish. He picked his way through down that home straight, and Jababli didn't quite have the legs at the finish. And it is Alexander Kostin, fourth in Tokyo, off the podium, who breaks the heart of Jababli. It's another silver for the Tunisian. Wow. What a finish there from Alexander Kostin, the neutral Paralympic athlete. Fourth at the World Champs. And here he is, having put together the perfect finish at the Stade de France.
The first 6 runners all broke the old world record of Abdelif Bakar. Now, one of the interesting things about that race was that Clifford ran without a guide. Now, he was DQ'd in the 5,000. Clifford ran on his own here in the T13 1500. And was leader for much of the race, and just pipped for the bronze by Culatin by 1/100th of a second.
What a finish. Sensational sprint to the line there from Kostin. Neutral Paralympic athlete Alex Kostin with the new Games best time as well. 3:44.43. It had stood for 8 years, that mark from Bakar, but absolutely crunched into the dust here by Kostin. And Jababli there from Culatin, with Clifford dropping out of the medal places in the final shake-up. Ripping start to our track finals here at the Stade de France. A wonderful gold medal for Alexander Kostin.
Well, the medal will be round his neck later on for Jacques, but for now, he's ringing his bell, and why not? He's broken his own world record when defending his 1500-meter T11 title in this session. What an athlete.
Action underway for some 30 minutes in the Stade de France today. Crowd still building.
Ringing that bell. Kostin, and he's earned that. There we have confirmation then of that new Paralympic Games best time for Alexander Kostin, who takes the golds in the T13 men's 1500 from Ruai Jababli of Tunisia, and Anton Culatin, neutral Paralympic athlete, takes bronze. Clifford faded out of the medals.
Long jump action continues. Kochukov yet to clear 7 meters. Wang Hao leads it at the moment. And nearly clatters into side hoardings there. Very close to 7. Middle of the board. Throws his head back and gets a sprinkling of rain on him for his troubles. It's coming down fairly consistently, if lightly, and a 7.05 for Kochikov. Wang Hao. Has a best of just over 7.50. Jumps of 7.10 and 7.19. Whoa! That's well clear of 7 meters. Perfect placement on the board for Wang. And throws down the challenge to Robiel Sol Cervantes, the world record holder and Tokyo champion. Wang Hao says, here I am. And 7.32, a season best. The jumper from the Republic of China. So Sol Cervantes has been shifted to second spot. Opened up with a 7.25. Second round was a foul. He won in Tokyo as an 18-year-old. .733 to take the lead. Nope. Something not quite right there. Overstrided, I think, trying to reach the board. That last stride was long, and I think it took some lift out of the jump. He landed quite awkwardly, really. That was not his best technique. And the result is a disappointing 6.44. So he's sitting behind Wang and ahead of Kochikov.
Women's 200-meter T64. Round 1, so 2 heats here. Will be the first 3 in each heat to go through, and then the next 2 fastest as well. Marisa Konstantinu, 5th in Tokyo. Nabatala, major championships debut for the 21-year-old. Hamza Abrahams from Cape Town, South Africa. Marleen van Ganswinkel, possibly the one they all have to beat. Sprint double in Tokyo. B Hats from the USA. Bronze in the World Championships. Maris Vasquez Colazo Puerto Rico is the flag bearer, the 19-year-old. So first 3 to go through, and then the next 2 fastest. Van Ganswinkel in lane 5, already with a silver in the long jump. See why. Sprint double completed in Tokyo. First step here. I'm trying to do the same. Away in the women's 200-meter T64. First 3 to go through, and Ganswinkel now into stride and paralleling round the bend, and got the power. He's now into the home straight from Van Ganswinkel. It's a good run by Papa Constanzlu, and out wide in lane 8 on Canada. But it will be Van Ganswinkel who's going to go through very easily and stops the clock in 26:36. Coming through into second, Pino Patella. An excellent run on major championships debut from the 21-year-old who's has her hands to her face. Papa Constantanu then in third and will go through. But there is Marleen Van Ganswinkel, all very easy for the T64 Olympic record holder. As soon as she got into stride around the bend for the first 50 meters, the power that propelled Van Ganswinkel to a silver in the long jump. Got away actually quite nicely. Second part of the bend is where Van Ganswinkel makes up a little bit of ground from the start. And into the home straight. It was just cruise control employed. Coming through into second, Pino Patella. It's a personal best. 27:42 in lane 7, and then lane 8 by Constantanu, but Van Ganswinkel very easy. Those 3 go through, and the next 2 fastest in that heat. We'll have to wait and see what happens in heat 2. Confirmation, Marleen Van Ganswinkel well clear by over a second. Patella with that personal best. And Papa Constantanu will go through as well.
Women's javelin F56 is underway. Athletes looking for a bit of umbrella protection from the light rain, but here is Moavi, Islamic Republic of Iran. And she's had consistent throws out past 20 and 21 metres. Looking to establish the lead here, just the 3rd thrower to take her 6 attempts. We've had Obrova from Czechia and Salazar from Colombia. And she unties herself from the throwing chair after 21:69 in her last throw, with her last throw, and that is now the distance to beat, with another 9 competitors to come. Next up would be Diana Krumina, who is a world record holder in the F55 class.
But before we see Diana, We're going to head back to the track for the second heat in the T64 Women's 200. So Marleen van Ganswinkel, the Olympic champion, safely through as Heat 1 winner. We've got silver and bronze to her in Tokyo going in this second qualifier. Again, first three in each heat, the next two fastest into the final. First the Paralympic Games for the 24-year-old Kiwi, Anna Stevens. Kimberly Okamada, bronze in Tokyo. Fifth in the 100. We've got the 19-year-old American as well, Annie Carey. From Puerto Rico, she was 10th in Tokyo, Yamile Diaz Colon. And Gard Benissan, silver in Tokyo, five-time world champion. Annie Carey, Chinese-born but adopted by an American family at the age of 2. Her first Olympics for her. Kimberly Okamada, world record holder at 25:29. It's Dutch delight all the way in this discipline, with Van Ganswinkel, the Olympic champion, and Anna Stevens, 8th in Tokyo, 7th at the Worlds. Lane 4 for the Kiwis. So we're off. T64 Women's 200, and in orange, that could be where all the action is, with Kimberly Okamada, the world record holder, in 25:29. She's coming round the bend with this clear lead, and Benissan, the German, just behind her, and then Annie Carey will come home in 3rd place. It's a comfortable win for Okamada. She's not going to get past that 25:29 time, but safely qualifies along with her compatriot as heat winners. Van Ganswinkel in heat 1, Okamada, a bronze medalist from Tokyo, goes through 26:31 with that qualifying mark, and Gard Benissan 27:40 from Germany. Has a nice embrace at the end there. 2 silvers, and she won 3 years ago with Benissan. And Carey, the 19-year-old, 27:87. That's a national record, actually. Annie Carey and Anna Stevens and Yamile Diaz Colon thereafter. Never in doubt there for Okamada. Get the front early, brought it home with plenty to spare. Benissan and Carey going through with Van Ganswinkel, Pino Batalla and Papa Constantino from that opening heat. And Anna Stevens claimed it as well in 29:13, makes the Paralympic Games final in the women's T64 200. But it's going to be a real Dutch ding-dong, it seems, in the final in this category. There we go, confirmation of our qualifiers for the final in the women's T64 200.
Here is the current Paralympic champion, Sol Cervantes of Cuba, trying to wrestle the lead back from Wang Hao. Something went awry in round 3 for Sol Cervantes. It was a modest 6.44, an awkward landing, and not his technique through the air that he was looking for. Here's his 4th round attempt. Oh yes, he's back. I don't know where he was in the previous round, but Sol Cervantes, the real man, has resurfaced, and he is well out past 7 meters this time. That's the elevation. That's the foot placement, first of all. Not overstriding to the board. Excellent elevation. And that should take him well into the 720s, 30s, or maybe 740. 741 it is, and he's back in front by 9 centimeters. The women's F56 javelin underway, and Diana Krumina, who is the F55 world record holder and Paralympic record holder. Paralympic record of 24:22. And she's well past that. This could be a new Paralympic record for Krumina. 1 in Rio, 3rd in Tokyo. And this is a good opening throw from Krumina. And a 24:99 is a new Paralympic record. And she now leads Moavi of Iran, and Czechia's Obrova, and Colombia's Castano Salazar.
Men's T51 200-meter Paralympic final. Seven athletes in this final. Forney is the youngest at 35. Experience aplenty in this final. Plenty of speed. Previous Paralympic champions, current Paralympic record holder, current world record holder from this year. Let's meet these athletes in this final. T51. Share category. Ernesto Fonseca, 7th in Tokyo. Will be on the inside. Cody Forney, the youngster of the field. World silver medalist over 100 meters. 4th in the recent World Championships. Edgar Cesaro Navarro Sanchez, Paralympic champion from Athens. 2-time former world champion. Roger Hash, bronze in the sprint double in Tokyo. Oh, the world record this year. Tony Pispanen is the Paralympic champion, 48 from Finland, Olympic record holder. That's again of Belgium. Big medal chance here. Mohamed Beral won the World Championship silver medals, 4th in Tokyo. We'll be on the outside in this fascinating final. The Paralympic champion is Pispanen in lane 7. Broke the Paralympic record when winning in Tokyo. Roger Haspel's behind Pispanen. Had a 2024 to remember up until now. Grand Prix event, broke the world record in Dubai in February. Very quick track in Dubai for that meeting. Plenty of world records went. There is Roger. Sanchez been there and done it. Men's 200-meter T51 Paralympic final. It's been in lane 7, the champion. To the left of your screen, to the right, is the world record holder, Roger Hasp, from earlier on this year. There's plenty others in this stacked final. Underway in the men's 200-meter T51 Paralympic final. It's a very, very quick start by Cody Forney. Canadians gone off very quickly. And as they turn into the home straight, Espenin trying to make up ground. Gennon's gone off quick. But it's Cody Forney of Canada who will lead into the home straight and lead by about 4 or 5 meters from Petter Gennon. Coming through is Tony Pispanen, the Paralympic champion, but Cody Forney's out in front. Cody Forney, the youngster of the group at 35, will take the Paralympic title. It's gold for Cody Forney, 37.64. Beating the Paralympic champion. It's a huge personal best as well from Forney. Pispanen silver this time, and Petter Gennon of Belgium with the bronze. Well, it was an electric start from Cody Forney. We were waiting for those Paralympic champions, world record holders, to try and catch the Canadian, but they couldn't. Well, that is some starts from lane 4. Already past 5, 6 and 7. And into the home straight, it was only Petter Gennon who was anywhere near the start of Cody Forney. Coming through, Pispanen to Pip Gennon for second, but really out in front, it was all Cody Forney. It's all change in the men's 200-meter T51 category. Pispanen, Gennon, the likes of Navarro Sanchez and Roger Hash. But we've got a new star, and the Paralympic champion is Cody Forney of Canada.
Improving on his 4th World Championships this year. Out of Victoria, British Columbia. Great win for Canada. Finland and Belgium taking silver and bronze. Women's shot put F34 is the next field event to get underway. Stade de France, gentle rain around, won't disrupt these events. Dana Creese of Australia will lead off the field. She's already picked up a bronze medal at these games. But Zhu Lijuan is the world record holder at 9:25. We'll get back to that action as we resume with the men's long jump T47. Wang Hao led briefly, and Sol Cervantes, the reigning Paralympic champion, overtook him in the fourth round. Wang. And he's out past 7. He's not quite matched the 7:41 of Sol Cervantes in the fourth round. Gathered himself for the jump. Is just a little short on the board. Not catastrophically so, but he's got a few centimetres to spare there. And it could come down to a matter of centimetres, especially between Sol Cervantes and Wang Hao. Kochikov is back at 7:05. And it's going to be a jump in the 740s. It's likely to win it. 7:24 there for Wang Hao. He stays in second place. Sol Cervantes has it with his 7:41, a season best for Wang Hao with 7:32. Then back to Kochikov, neutral Paralympic athlete, with 7:05. Rod Townsend, 6:89. Can jump over 7 metres. Shabib Mahmoud has a best of 6:13.
Straight into second place with 22 meters 35 on the second throw.
10th at the World Championships this year. And that's past 6 metres. Might be his best so far. Certainly shortening up on his penultimate stride to hit the board where he wanted to. That's a good position. Gave up a little bit of speed, perhaps. Make sure he got the most out of the board. Head just dropped a little bit to spot it. And a 6:25. So he saved his best for his last jump, but he stays in 6th position. Women's javelin F56 action. Lin Xitong, People's Republic of China, 24-year-old who was 3rd at the World Championships this year. Competition being led by Latvia's Diana Krumina. Paralympic record for her of 24:99. Lin Xitong. Third attempt. Fourth at the World Championships last year and 3rd this year. Coach pretty happy. As Lin Xitong Takes herself into second position. It's a second round attempt. Beg your pardon, second for her. It's reminding you that the seated athletes take all 6 attempts consecutively before making way for the next athlete. Kumina's got it by 2.6 meters at the moment. Only up to the 5th athlete of 12. Back to the track.
13 100-meter races across the various categories for the women, and we're going to see qualifying now for one of those divisions, the T13. USA, Spain, Azerbaijan, Botswana, Brazil, Argentina and Burkina Faso. First 3 in each of our 2 qualifiers here. The next 2 fastest go through to the final. This was the race won by Chateau Iglesias in Tokyo. She's confident of going through, I'm quite sure, here in lane 3. There she is on the right of your picture. Second Paralympic Games thrower in Kirchhoff of the United States, down the order in Tokyo. World champs, bronze over 200. Defending champion Iglesias there of Spain, 25, Bamako born, but very much a Madridista these days. In form, Lamia Valieva, world champion from Kobe. She was second in the Tokyo final. World Championship bronze, Gloria Majaga from Botswana. First Paralympic final in this event. Parapants champion Ryan Sash de Silva, world champion over 200. Candela Cerudo, 7th at the world champs last year. And Burkina Faso, opening ceremony flag bearer, the 21-year-old outsider Renatou Monet. Now the favourite, but there'll be a big challenge from Valieva here, the Azerbaijani, and goes to the right of Chateau Iglesias. Women's T13 100, Heat 1. And they're off, pretty solid start there from Iglesias, but she's been dropped by Valieva, who has exploded to the win here in this first qualifier. Sash de Silva as well, really quick. Iglesias ends in 3rd place there, but we have the first 3, and Valieva just throwing down that statement performance. 11.81, and she's just snipped away at the Paralympic Games and the world best time as well, set by Leila Hajametova back in Rio. Wow, that was lightning from Valieva. Ryan Sash de Silva comes through in 2nd place, and the defending champion from Tokyo is going to come under intense pressure to defend that gold medal from this competitor from Azerbaijan, Valieva. Look at that, moving through the gears, and a terrific race as well by Sash de Silva. But that's tremendous. An outstanding run there from Lamia Valieva to set the new Paralympic Games best time.
Valieva keeping her form very well throughout the entire race. Head has just not moved at all. Ran straight through the line. A few stretches after the line as well to show to everyone that there's plenty more in the tank. Yeah, I love that. What a performance.
So, Azerbaijan, Brazil, and Spain then. Valieva, Sash da Silva, and Iglesias through.
That's the business end of the men's long jump T47, and Nikita Kochukov sitting in the bronze medal position. Best of 7:05. He's got to find 27 centimeters to displace Wang Hao. Oh, and he runs through, completely lost his run up. No jump, but it will be a bronze for Kochukov. Oh, not even close, and he throws his head back at just the last round. Extra effort can put you off your run-up distance. And you see it with the long jumpers. They just want to give it something extra, and it translates into longer strides. You get near the board, and you're nowhere near perfect placement. And he wisely just let that one go, and will have to satisfy himself with the bronze. Wang Hao, though, is within 9 centimeters of Sol Cervantes. Wang Hao with the best of 7:32, 7:41 leads it. He has jumped 7:53. He needs 7:42. Oh, he's just over 7 meters. It won't be quite enough. He looked good off the board, but just didn't have the height and distance to carry him out towards 7:40. And again, he's off to that far left-hand side of the pit. He's a bit of a heart-in-the-mouth jumper because he's so close to the edge, and that's a dangerous place to be. You want to be hitting the sand, not the track. Anyway, he's fine, and perhaps that's just his way. And today it'll be second for Wang Hao after a 7:08. 7:32 his best, and it's a season best for Wang Hao. Now, Sol Cervantes isn't going to disappoint. He's got the gold wrapped up. He's had jumps of 7:25, 6:44, and 7:41 in the fourth. He's had 2 fouls. He's the world record holder at 7:84. And he's the man who won in Tokyo. He's won the last 2 World Championships and the Paralympic Games from Chile last year. Final jump of the men's T47. Wants a little bit of help. Get him out past 7:50 perhaps. Paralympic record, which he also owns, is 7:46. He's jumped 7:41 already today. Sol Cervantes. Oh, he's just shy of the Paralympic record. It's another fine jump out past 7 meters. He's disappointed and pleased at once. He's got the gold. He wanted more distance. And he does have this little habit of overstriding to reach the board. I suggest he just about did that again, but it was a much better jump than in round 3 when he had a most awkward landing. This time, he just about got everything out of it. And it takes a moment to reflect on what he's done here. A 7:22. 7:41 wins it for Sol Cervantes, and he defends the title from Tokyo. Two Paralympic titles, and he's only 21. A victory for Cuba and Robil Sol Cervantes.
So we drift back to the track then. We're looking for more qualifiers for the final of the T13 Women's 100 to join Lamia Valieva, Saj da Silva, and the defending champion from Tokyo, Diaratu Iglesias. 6 runners in this second heat. Entirely sure they are from the Netherlands with the high-vis jackets, but we're looking forward to Zara Timming, no doubt.
We'll go back to action with the women's javelin, F56. Rocha Machado of Brazil. 2nd in Tokyo, 6th in Rio, current world champion. 24.99 leads it. And she's well out past 20 meters, but how far past? 28-year-old from Sao Paulo. And a 23.51 puts her into 2nd position, about halfway through this competition. Promina of Latvia. Now Rocha Machado assumes 2nd place ahead of Lin Sitong, People's Republic of China.
Crowd really loving this. Another stacked program in the Para Athletics at Paris 2024. Busy old day in the field and on the track too. 24 gold medal events on day 5 of the Paralympic Games here, and 5 of the Para Athletics. No medals in the here and now in the women's 100 for T13 classification athletes. This is a qualifier for the gold medal race. And we've seen 3 through from the first heat. Who will join them? So 13 100-metre sport classifications here on the para-athletics programme at the Stade de France. Iglesias, the Spaniard, won the Tokyo gold. Valieva from Azerbaijan won the silver. The final spot on the podium at the Japan National Stadium, that was Kim Crosby 3 years ago. And she goes in lane 6 here in this second heat. Iglesias and Valieva all the way through. Valieva looking absolutely red hot. That new Paralympic best mark. He's taking 200ths off with Leila Jamatova's distance mark from Rio.
Throwing action. And it's the women's shot put. F34. Amoudi, a 44-year-old from Fez, third in Tokyo. And a 7.71. About a metre and a half shy of the world record held by Zhu Lijuan. Dana Kreese of Australia, a best of 6.30.
I think we're good to go here. Six in the race. First three will go through. The next two fastest. The seat or the first will join the direct qualifiers. In Canada, first Paralympic Games for 21-year-old Bianca Borghella from Ottawa. Bronze last year at the Paris World Champs in this race. First Games also for Gabi Mendonca. We already have Ryan Soch with the silver through. Second place from the first heat. And the fifth Games for Nantenin Keita. 39 years young. 4 medals down the years for Nantenin. Bronze in Rio, bronze in Tokyo. Kim Crosby. First Paralympic Games for 19-year-old Zara Timming comes out of the Netherlands National Sports Centre Papendal in Arnhem, and quickest of the 8 women in this heat this year, Orla Comerford from Dublin. Closest she came to getting on the podium at Paralympics or World Champs 4th in the world at Stade Charlotte here in Paris last year. Going to be a big ask to get at Lamia Valieva from Azerbaijan, who won that first heat. Borghella at lane 1, Mendonca 2. Keita in 5, Crosby in 6, Temming 7, Comerford in lane 8. First three directly qualify for the gold medal race in the women's T13 100 metres. And they're off. The whole of Stade de France wants to see Nantenin Keita comes through. She's struggling a little bit. Borghella having a decent race, but look at this from Comerford. She has stormed to the win in lane 8, and Borghella comes through in second place. Nantenin Keita didn't quite have the start she and the whole of the Stade de France wanted. An 11.79. So Comerford comes through ahead of Borghella, and Kim Crosby makes it in the end as the third qualifier. Mendonca Ferreira, I think, has come in 4th place there. Keita faded to 4th in the end. So Comerford, Borghella, Crosby, Ireland, Canada and the United States go directly through. Super race that from Ola Comerford in the outside lane. She is the quickest of the 8 women who raced in this heat this year in 11.90. Not quite as quick as that in 12.02. Confirmation that Gabi Mendonca goes through as well. That was a ripping race from Comerford.
She got out very quickly, out in lane 8, and just never stopped. Dancing as she left the track. She'll be right in there with a chance at that sort of time to get amongst the medals.
Yeah, Irish eyes are smiling all right after that. Closest she's been to a podium for Stade Charlotte, but she's done exactly what she set out to do there. Ola Comerford goes into the final with Bianca Porchela and Kim Crosby. Gabby Mendonca as well qualifies joining our 4 qualifiers from that first heat to Lamia Valieva, Joran Saj de Silva, Ariaratu Iglesias, the defending champion, and Erin Kirchhoff, but Iglesias' crown could be slipping in the women's T13 100.
Overcast day at the Stade de France, not cooling down the competition though. Hot times, big throws and jumps. And the Cuban long jumper, Robil Sol Cervantes. Took out the T47 and earns the right to ring the bell as a Paralympic champion in Paris. Just great to see the school kids in to enjoy the action here at Stade de France. Not sure if school's back yet, but if it is, they're not there. They're here, and it's good to see them.
Yeah, don't worry, we won't tell anyone. It's fine. Plenty of French flags and French hats of some shape or form. French cockerel. Cheering on the home athletes and also athletes from elsewhere. Irish contingent. Australian flag there, Steve, as well.
Absolutely. A lot of countries seem to be great sports travellers. We think of the Dutch and New Zealanders, Aussies too. They might be spending a year or two in London. That's where they often congregate, and then off they go to some sports event.
Men's 400 metre T37. 2 heats. First 3 in each heat to go through to the final, and then the next 2 fastest will also qualify. T37, coordination impairment classification. Was the least a bit of that classification. Sofiane Hamdi, Algeria. Silver in Beijing. Bartholomew da Silva Chavez is the world champion. 50.74 the PB set when winning the world title, just 23. Kitsov was 6th in Tokyo, 4th in the World Championships, getting better all the time. Suarez Cardona, an American champion, Colombian. And Raisky was 5th in the World Championships, just 17 years old. There's a lot of talent in this field, and also a lot of para-athletics to come in their careers. Out wide in lane 8, Hamdi's been there and done it. Silver medal in Beijing, was a bronze medalist in Rio. But the rest, 17, 22, 22 and 23 years old. Just outside of the medals in major competitions, but I think that's going to change. It could well be here in Paris. Away in racing in the first of the men's 400-meter T37 heats, the first 3 to go through, the next 2 fastest. It's all very level actually down the back straight. Suarez Cardona, a tall athlete in lane 5, Pan American champion, leading only by a couple of meters, but the rest again all still in their stagger, and also hardly anything between the rest. Still leading by a couple. Suarez Cardona into the home straight. So first 3 to go through, and it's anyone's guess as they turn for home into the home straight. 80 to go. Reisky, the 17-year-old on the inside, hits the front and starts to pour it on, but coming through, Da Silva Chaves, the world champion. Da Silva Chaves will win this first heat. Excellent run by Reisky on the inside in second. Those 2 will go through. And in third place, the new personal best for Reisky on the inside. In third place, Christoph in lane 6. Those 3 go through in a very close heat, but in the end, the world champion came through. 50.74. This is personal best. This was way outside of that, but made to work hard by this young field. Again, that personal best from the Ukrainian on the inside. So they will go through, and they'll look to go faster in the final. Jefferson Suarez Cardona will have to wait. Again, Reisky, what a talent at 17 and qualifying for a Paralympic final. Threatened to beat the world champion in qualification, but see once again from the start, well, Suarez Cardona, who ultimately has finished in 4th, may well still go through as one of the 2 fastest qualifiers, was leading for 300 of the 400. But as the stagger ended into the home straight, and it was a flat line of all 5 athletes. Only a couple of meters split in the field. Nikola Reisky on the inside hit the front. And this is where Bartholomew Da Silva Chaves came through. A couple of meters split in the front 3. And Da Silva Chaves will have to wait for the second heat. Front 3 go through. Bartholomew Da Silva Chaves, Nikola Reisky, Anton Christoph. We'll just wait with the other 2. Now then,
Their hats,
where did they get them from? I want one of those.
I think they look handmade. They've done a great job, whoever. Women's shot put F34. Bagyashri Jadov. Throw to beat is 780. Jadov, that is actually her PB, 780, if she could get it, set by Amoudi of Morocco. Jadov, the 39-year-old from Pune. Seventh in Tokyo. And was second at the World Championships this year, so coming in with some good form and a 7:23 has her in second place. Early days, though, in this F34 shot put final. Chateau needs to find half a metre to challenge Amoudi.
Conditions on the track have just drying up. We had a pretty heavy shower. There's little to no wind. So when the rain came over, it came straight down. That's all slowly moved away and the track is drying. Men's 400 metre T37 Heat 2. Athletes in their lanes, sorting their blocks out. 5 will go in Heat 2, 3 to go through, and then the next 2 fastest. In terms of personal best, Andre Dovin is the only one of these that's gone under 50 seconds. Towski and Chateau also will be looking to go through fairly comfortably. On paper, those 3 might just have a little edge here, but of course that is on paper. It's not where para-athletics is run. Ahmed Ala Tissaoui, a real talent at 19, bronze in the World Championships. Petrus Kaluri, Namibia. Okapinski, world champion in Paris a year ago. Andre Verdovin is the Paralympic champion, world record holder as well. Michel Towski was 4th in Tokyo behind Verdovin. Verdovin is in form over shorter, 100 metre bronze medalist here at these Paralympic Games, but he's defending his 400 metre title. And the only one to go under 50 seconds, first 3 of the 5 to go through, so it should be comfortable for the likes of Verdovin, but Tissaoui out wide in lane 8. Bronze in the World Championships. There he is, the 19-year-old, just getting faster, race by race. Away in racing in the men's 400 metre T37 Heat 2. Front 3 will go 5. Go through of these 5, and Tissaoui's gone up very, very quickly. Tissaoui out wide will lead here down the back straight. Now Verdovin in lane 5 will be able to see when he is outside the athletes and he has to pass, and he's just passing them in the 200 metre mark. Going well, Towski on the inside. So the big 3 in this second heat are now clear. But Tissaoui out wide, I mentioned, he's getting faster and faster, and he's leading the world champion. Now Carilli on the inside, and Okapinski is coming through. So Okapinski will beat the Paralympic champion into second place, and well, Verdovin puts his hands on his knees after the line. Just concentrate on the winner here. Tissaoui, that was very impressive. 51.59, pretty close to his personal best, but from out wide in lane 8, obviously he hasn't got the ability to see what's behind him from that outside lane, so he's gone and ran his race, and well, coming through was Okapinski. That's a new personal best, 52.04, so an excellent run. But Dovin, you can possibly say that the Paralympic champion is just taking it easy here. Obviously we'll find out in the final. He knew what was on his outside. He knew that 3 of the 5 would go through. But late on in the race, I expected the Paralympic champion to come through and show a little bit late on, but that's not what happened. The winner's done it well. Again, 19, improving all the time. Look at Okopinski coming through, and Vdovin's working hard late on the replay, so maybe a little bit of concern for the Paralympic champion, who will be through.
I think his stamina was challenged a bit there. The head was rolling left and right, and looked like the distance may have sorted him out today. But he's done enough, and he could have been holding back. See what the final brings.
Let's confirm Sami wins in 51-59. Okopinski with that personal best. Vdovin and Kwiatkowski will go through as one of those two fastest, along with Suarez Cardona from the first heat. And it sets up a fascinating final. Vdovin will be the third fastest qualifier, but question marks about the Paralympic champion.
Mesdames et messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs du lancer du disque femme F53.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's discus throw F53.
Victory ceremony for the F53 discus, an event held prior session. Now medalists will come from Ukraine, Japan and Brazil. Ovsi of Ukraine, Onodani Keiko of Japan, and Elizabeth Rodriguez Gomez
Les médailles seront remises par
of Brazil.
Monsieur Samuel Ducroquet, ambassadeur pour le sport au ministère de l'Europe et des Affaires étrangères.
Ambassador for Sport at the French Ministry for Europe and Foreign Affairs.
Accompagné par
Accompanied by
Monsieur José Violas, maire adjoint du sport et santé à Duby.
Deputy Mayor of Dublin.
Médaillée de bronze et représentante de l'Ukraine.
Bronze medalist representing Ukraine, Zoa Ovsi.
So Zoe Ovsi, it's a discus event, but she's a Paralympic champion from Tokyo in the club throw and bronze medalist with the discus. So a second bronze for her. The best attempt of 14 meters 17. And gets the frieze with the bronze in the middle.
Médaillée d'argent, représentante du
It's
Japon.
giving a bit of a workout, this.
Representing Japan, Onodani Keiko.
Well, 29-year-old Onodani came up with an area record 15:78. A big personal best for her previous being 14:49. So at least a metre clear of Ovsi in third place. And that attempt coming from Onodani with her second throw.
Médaille d'or et championne paralympique représentante du Brésil.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion, representing Brazil, Elizabeth Rodriguez Gomez.
Elizabeth Rodriguez Gomez set a new Paralympic record of 17:37. Now that sits alongside her world record of 18 meters 45, set in Sao Paulo earlier this year. So she was the warmest of favourites coming into this. And she's bettered Onodani's throw by 1.5 meters. She's a 4-time world champion. And now double Paralympic gold in the discus, one in Tokyo.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Brazil.
And Rodriguez Gomez can add that to the silver that she won in the shot put. Our medalists from the women's discus F53. Ovsi of Ukraine, Onodani Keiko of Japan, and Elizabeth Rodriguez Gomez of Brazil. Bronze, silver and gold in the discus F53. To the F34 shot put, and the world and Paralympic record holder Zhu Lijuan. Out for a step up in class here, I think, with Zhu. Has to beat 780 to take the lead, and she can put it out past 9 meters on her day. So it would be a surprise if she didn't take the lead here. Still got a couple of good athletes to come in this field of 9, but Zhu Lijuan, the 30-year-old from Nanjing, who was the winner in Tokyo and Rio. Well, she's well past 8 meters. And 8.95 from her first attempt. Leads the competition now.
La cérémonie des vainqueurs du 1500 mètres masculin T11.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 1500 meters T11.
Men's 1500 meter T11 victory ceremony.
Veuillez accueillir les médaillés.
Please welcome the medalists.
And what was a thrilling race. And not only medals being given out, but also crown a new world record as well.
Les médailles sont remises par
Medals will be presented by
Monsieur Mathieu Adetin, maire de Saint-Denis.
Mayor of Saint-Denis.
mayor of Saint-Denis. There we are.
Accompanied by
Madame Cécile Caillou-Robert, conseillère régionale du Centre-Val de Loire.
Regional Councillor, Centre-Val de Loire.
He assisted in awarding the medals.
Médaillé de bronze représentant le Brésil.
Bronze medalist representing Brazil, Julio César Agostinho dos Santos and his guide Miguel Batista dos Santos.
Julio César Agostinho dos Santos, bronze medal in Paris, the world champion earlier this year. Miguel Batista dos Santos, his guide. Running very well here in Paris for this bronze medal. An ultra quick men's 1500 meter T11, more on the world record shortly. But a brilliant performance from Agostinho dos Santos. Hear the Brazilian anthem, even though they've got the bronze.
Médaillé d'argent représentant de l'Éthiopie.
Silver representing Ethiopia, ETL Celeste Yixor and his guide Esukalu Haley Alvarez.
Etiel Yixor of Ethiopia, only 19 years old, won a silver in the World Championships earlier this year, and well, he's matched that here with a silver in the Paralympic Games. The future is bright when it comes to the T11 classification for Ethiopia. Yixor, a real talent and a thoroughly deserved silver medal, beating the world champion, remember, for this silver. Made a very aggressive move with 400 to go to get away from the pack. And it worked out because it had to take a world record to beat him. Plenty more finals and medals to come, one suspects.
Médaillé d'or et champion paralympique représentant du Brésil.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Brazil, Yeltsin Jacques, and his guide, Lene Wilson dos Santos.
Yeltsin Jacques, the Paralympic champion again, defending his title here in Paris. Not only defending his title, he's replicated what he did in Tokyo here in Paris by breaking the world record and winning gold. It was a fabulous performance. Only athlete underneath 4 minutes in his time of 3:55.82. Was nearly 2 seconds faster than the previous world's best. He's a two-time Paralympic champion. Stunning performance from the Brazilian once again. Fabulous race. And a winner who was frankly awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Brazil.
Well, Yeltsin Jacks was already a star, but that star is shining a lot brighter now because he has 2 Paralympic gold medals in consecutive games and 2 records as well, 2 world records to go with it. What an athlete.
Women's shot put and Zhu Lijuan. She's got 3 world championships in the discus as well as these performances we're admiring today. Zhu Lijuan won javelin and shot put finals. Only competitor with attempts out past 8 meters and threatening 9 meters as well. (9:14). Well, that has really put the issue to bed. There's no one in this field who can get near that. Next best at 7:80. That is some kind of dominance, and it's closing in on her world record of 9:25.
Another victory ceremony incoming. This for the T13 men's 1500. Spectacular sprint finish to claim the gold from the neutral Paralympic athlete. Then it's Kostin. And our medalists will be celebrated. Race on through the program. Victory ceremonies, it's all happening out in the field, and track athletes getting ready as well for the continuation of the program. Again, the Mayor of Saint-Denis, Monsieur Mathieu Anantin, accompanied by Madame Cécile Caillou-Robert, regional councillor for Centre Val de Loire. Two neutral Paralympic athletes making the podium in this one. Defending champion from Tokyo drops to bronze here in Paris. Anton Kouliatin, the defending Olympic champion, the world champion from Kobe, gets a bronze at the Stade de France. Third place, Kouliatin. Second place, the second Paralympic Games in a row in the T13 men's 1500. Well, that's the Tunisian Rouai Jebabli. Can't quite crack the top spot. Second, silver in Kobe, also at the World Champs. Another Paralympic Games medal for Rouai. So got a bronze in the 400 in Tokyo. Held that silver medal spot, but coming through to win a glory gold to go with his silver in the 5,000 metres already. That was another neutral Paralympic athlete as Javelin enjoys his silver. Fourth in Tokyo, but gold here in Paris after a spectacular, explosive finish down the home straight. Alexander Kostin silver and gold, not a bad return from his two events. Plus a third, a bronze in Tokyo in the 5,000. A breakthrough championship performance, a Paralympic gold medal for Alexander Kostin in the T13 men's 1,500 metres.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you are able. Paralympic athlete.
Two neutral Paralympic athletes on the podium in the men's 1,500 T13 category. Anton Kuliatin and Alexander Kostin, Rui Javelin in the middle there with the silver for Tunisia.
F34 women's shot put, and one of the contenders today in this one will be Lucina Konowicz of Poland, the 46-year-old, the personal best of 880. Now she's aware she's got to get it past 9 meters to win. She's second in Tokyo and Rio. Always has a great battle with Zhu Lijuan of China. The Republic of China athlete generally getting the better of those contests. And a 784 to commence for Lucina Konowicz. 5 years ago, she won the World Championships. Season best of 830. Good heave, pulls the left shoulder out of the way. Such was the effort. She had a little bit of a balance issue in the chair, but that was a fair attempt. And 825, so taking the competition in the right direction for her after a 784. Coach obviously deeply involved in what's happening here for Cernobus. She settles into second position behind Zhu Lijuan. Again, out past 8 meters. Just pulling herself back to a more upright position and close to a season best. Indeed it is. 8:33 with the third for Cernobus, still in silver medal position. Amoudi of Morocco in third, and Zhu looking immovable in top with 9:14. After 3 attempts, each athlete's allowed to take a little break, have some water, and then make the next 3. But Cernobus is finished. She'll make way for the next competitor. Well, we've got the women's discus F11 about to start, and we've got 8 scheduled to be involved in this one. And Buzran Tirikli of Turkey will start things off. Zhang Liangmin is the World and Paralympic record holder in the field today. Dobrovskaya of Lithuania is there. Got athletes from Colombia, Brazil, neutral Paralympic athlete as well, and Italy's Assunta Legnate will be up 8th. So we go back to the track.
Yeah, it's our 4th track final here at the Stade de France, day 5 of the 2024 Paralympic Games, T36 category, coordination impairment category, and it's the men's 400. 5 returning from the Tokyo final in this one. These guys get the big welcome. Well, Izat Turganov is a specialist in the long jump, really. The 2023 long jump world champion, representing Uzbekistan. World champion title came in Paris a year ago at Stade Charlotte. First time he's made a major final in the 400. 7th in Tokyo. At home, Takeru Matsumoto, just off the podium at the Worlds. Always seems to finish 4th. He's in lane 4 as well. Bronze medalist from the last 2 Paralympics, but world champion. He's in form. William Stedman, the 24-year-old from Christchurch. 53.56 was that time in Kobe. Alexis Chavez was 4th in Tokyo, the Argentine. Parapan champion from Santiago last year. He did a double actually and taking the 100 crown as well. Defending champion, Paralympic game best time holder, quickest this year as well. James Turner wants another gold. Also won a gold in the 800 and silver in the 100 in Tokyo. First Paralympic games for Faka Telaj, the 24-year-old Algerian. Bronze at the Worlds, neutral Paralympic athlete, London gold medalist, Tokyo silver. He actually won 3 golds in London. That was his heyday. Evgeny Shvetsov, 6-time world champion as well to boot. So a really strong field. You can only manage 5th though in Kobe at the Worlds. 12 400-meter classifications for the male para-athletes here in Paris. neutral Paralympic athletes, Algeria. Turner from Australia. Argentina, Chavez. The world champion from New Zealand. Japan's Matsumoto. And Turganov of Uzbekistan. Men's 400 final for T36 classification athletes is underway here. James Turner benchmark time 51.71. That was from Dubai 5 years ago in that golden vest. It might be another golden performance if he can come round here and take Shvetsov and Talaja. It is Turner who is nicely poised. Chavez is dropping off the back a little to that inside. Here comes James Turner, the quickest this year, the Olympic champion in Paralympic Games, best time as well. It's going to be another goal by the looks of things for the Olympic champion from Tokyo. He has a clear, open ocean in between himself and the rest of the field. Stedman being dropped back a little, has the silver, but it is going to be Turner from Stedman. And coming through for third place, Matsumoto dived in, the Chavez too. Turner 51.54, he's done it again. He set another best mark. He's won the back-to-back Tokyo, and now here in Paris it is Stedman who was the world champion in 53.56, but he's behind his Oceania counterpart, Turner here, and Chavez has just dived in ahead of Matsumoto, 53.60. That is a great podium for Argentina, and Alexis Chavez in third place for the bronze. Well, it went to form. The Olympic champion does the double. So, two-time Paralympic gold medalist then, James Turner. He turns it on. 51.71 was that world mark, and he's taken the best part of a quarter of a second off that. Never in doubt, really. Just moving up into position over that first 100 and then grinding those gears. First to Elijah and Shvetsov, and from that moment on he knew another gold was his. Stedman just had nothing down the home straight.
Another one of the sprinters trained in Australia by Irina Dvoshkina, and he's played seven-a-side para-football for Australia as well as James Turner, and the Australian Paralympic team had high hopes he would defend in this fashion, but to break the world record, his own, that's just a bonus.
Too good again. He owns this event. Just consigns that World Championship performance to the category mark blip. Stedman, who won that in Kobe, is second here, and Chavez just got to the line ahead there, 300ths ahead of Matsumoto of Japan to take that last podium spot and the bronze.
Women's discus F11. Zhang Liangmin. China with two very strong athletes here, Xue Enhui and Zhang Liangmin. Zhang, world record is 40 meters 83. Well past 35 at least. One Tokyo, Rio, London, and second in Beijing. That's some collection of medals for Zhang Liangmin, a 38-year-old thrower from Shanghai. And here is the second of the throwers from the Republic of China in Xue Enhui, but she is the current world champion. So she's right up there with Zhang now. It's come to it quite late, really, at 41 from Harbin, up in the north of China, a city famous for its ice sculptures. Oh, I tell you what, they'll build a sculpture of Xue Enhui if she throws like this. That is well past 37. Republic of China with a chance for a 1-2 here. Early days in the discus, but 37.65, and they are 1-2. Xue and Zhang, and Dobrolovskaya of Lithuania in third position in the discus F11. James Turner.
Another track final in the T12 category, women's 400. Now then, it's been the same 1 and 2, the last two Paralympic Games in Tokyo and Rio. Cuba and Ukraine, Durand and Bartolchuk taking the gold and silver in each of those two previous games. We've got 4 in the mixer, the Venezuelan and the Iranian too. So bronze in Tokyo, the 26-year-old Venezuelan Alejandra Paula Perez Lopez, with markings on Dan Manzanilla Velasquez, also 26, her guide. Season's best of 56.34. So the fastest she's ever raced. From Iran, the world champion, the flag bearer at the opening ceremony as well, Hajar Safazada Galajani, the 24-year-old. Now then, she's won the last 3 Paralympic titles. Omara Durand Elias from Cuba with her guide Uniel Kindalan Vargas. 14, no less, World Championship golds for the preeminent athlete in the T12 women's 400 field. And for a 9th Paralympic gold, Bodachuk would love to overhaul her after those silvers in each of the previous 2 finals with guide Nikita Barabanov. Did win gold in the 100 in Tokyo. Silvers at the last 3 games, lost to Durand. The last 2, and was behind Asia El Hanouni back in London in 2012. It'll take a massive effort here to get past the Cuban. That mark of 51.77 from Amara Durand-Elias, set in Rio 8 years ago, 51.77. For Dublin as the best Paralympic and world best mark. So she's going for glory again. He knows what it's all about. Just a crazy run of first place finishes and golds down the years. It's a slight injury worry before the championships in Kobe, so he didn't compete there. That allowed Safazade Gadajani to claim that gold for Iran. Can Alejandra get on the podium again from Venezuela? Women's 400-meter final in the T12 classification is underway. Alejandra Perez-Lopez, Hajar, the Iranian, Amara Duran, Oksana Botachuk, and as we may have expected, Amara Duran is cutting apart this field. She's drifted past Botachuk there, and it's looking like another gold medal in this category. It will make it 4 in a row. As Gianni, the Iranian, got anything coming round the last bend here. It is Amara Durand-Elias with Junior Kindan Vargas coming home with a nice healthy lead, racing without the guide. Safazade Gadajani looks to have second place knocked down, and it's going to be a third this time for Botachuk, but there we go again, 4 in a row. Amara Durand-Elias comes in with Safazade Gadajani second place. Botachuk with the bronze this time around. She is just too good. She is just too good. Amara Durand-Elias does it again, 53.59. That's a best this season, and more than enough to lock away another Paralympic title in the women's T12 400. Absolutely sensational, quickest of the field this season, and claims another victory. So that is her 9th Paralympic gold medal, and she wins for the 4th time in a row. The world champion Gadajani there is the Paralympic silver medalist now, and Botachuk drops into the bronze medal spot, 55.39. So Gadajani then just drops a spot from that Kobe World Champs performance, but on the podium, and on the podium also once again Oksana Botachuk. She drops to bronze, having won silver at the last 3 games.
Well, gold medal winners, they're all special, but we have an all-time great with Durand, who's running down the back straight, just matching the guide, stride for stride, complete synchronicity between the pair. But also, even though running stride for stride with the guide, running freely as well, running on her own. It's a partnership that's worked time and time again, and while it obviously will come to an end at some point, but at the moment, unbeatable. And in terms, we've had many in these games defending titles, as happens in sport, but some are just special. Records are there to be broken. Career stats some are exceptional, but Duran, well, she's got her own classification, really.
Exactly that, and may well be more to come as well, because she's going in the 200 and the 100 as well. Has another gold medal, another sensational performance, too good for the rest. Mara Durand Elias here with her guide, taking yet another gold in the women's T12 400.
The athletes are out on track for our next final with the women's 1500-meter T54, and it promises to be a fabulous contest. Let's take a look at this field. Santos Roja of Brazil, Zhu, De Rosario, Kinghorn, Catherine de Bruyne, Shan, Shah with Woods, Scaroni, Nekis and Rainbow Cooper. There's names all over the place here.
Ringing that bell again. Another gold, the fourth in a row for the Cuban. We've seen her storm to another absolutely fantastic victory around. She'll enjoy it.
Well, the crowd are waiting expectantly then for this next event, the women's 1500-meter T54. Every final is special, but in this session, I must admit, I did have a big circle around it. The athletes will be at the start of the back straight for this 1500 meters. World record holder, got a Paralympic record holder here. And the reason that Scaroni is here is because she broke the Paralympic record in qualifying for this final. Plenty of youngsters in the crowd. And they know, or they'll have been told about this race. Athletes lining up then at the, again, start of the back straight. Eden Rainbow Cooper nearest to us, 23 years old, from Great Britain. Chateau, fourth in the World Championships, fourth in the 5,000 here. Susanna Scaroni, Paralympic record holder in the heats. Melanie Woods, sixth in the 800. Another sharp gold medal in the 800 here. Silver in Tokyo. Jeanne was the world silver medalist. The great Catherine de Bruyne, T53, 800-meter and 5,000-meter gold medalist here. Samantha Kinghorn, with a fabulous chance of a medal, silver in the 800. Again in the T53. T53 as well for Madison de Rosario, Australia, bronze in the 5,000. 800-meter Paralympic champion in Tokyo. There's Zhu, Silver in the 800 here in T54. Paralympic champion. Dos Santos Roja on the inside. What a field. T54 and T53 athletes here. Defending champion is Zhu. Women's T54 1500 meter Paralympic final is underway. It's fascinating to see who will try and lead. De Bruyne makes her move. Zhu has started pretty quickly as well. Also, Manuela Shah in the white, back in 4th place. Samantha Kinghorn trying to settle down in 3rd place. So, as they come into the home straight, see out in front is Catherine de Bruyne in a position that she knows all too well. Zhu, the Paralympic champion, in 2nd. Followed by Kinghorn. Manuela Shah is back in 4th place. The 800-meter gold medalist here in Paris. Madison de Rosario, 800-meter Paralympic champion from Tokyo, back in 5th. At the moment, it's De Bruyne who leads. So Catherine de Bruyne of Switzerland, already with 2 gold medals in the suitcase. And she had a 3rd. Zhu in 2nd, followed by Kinghorn. No change in the order. Single file in this 1500-meter final at the moment. 2 laps to go. Making a move around the outside to try and get involved. De Rosario trying to follow Scaroni. Down the back straight, still De Bruyne. Susanna Scaroni into 2nd. And it's just a waiting game in the moment as they come towards the home straight. They'll hear the bell this time. Now De Bruyne is in front, Scaroni in 2nd, Kinghorn in 3rd, just on the inside, doesn't want to get trapped in that position. Zhu's got space out wide. Manuela Shah, just at the moment, a few lengths probably further back than she wanted, but with 400 to go in the 1500, it's Catherine de Bruyne who leads. Out wide, Susanna Scaroni of the USA, moving through into 2nd on the inside. Samantha Kinghorn, oh, there's a collision as they cross the line for 400 to go. Zhu, the Paralympic champion, is out of the race, and it looks also like Manuela Shah as well was interfered. But down the back straights, it's Catherine de Bruyne out in front. De Bruyne leads and leads Kinghorn. Scaroni in 3rd, but De Bruyne is just pulling out more. She leads by a couple of meters. Make that 3, 4, 5 meters. And Catherine de Bruyne, the world record holder, is into the home straight in the 1500 meters. And he's pulling further clear. Catherine de Bruyne of Switzerland into the home straight. It's Paralympic glory once again for Switzerland. And Catherine de Bruyne will win the 1500-meter Paralympic title. The Paralympic record goes 2nd place for Samantha Kinghorn. 3rd, Susanna Scaroni, a drama-filled 1500 meters. 3:13.09. The great Catherine de Bruyne is a Paralympic champion once again. It doesn't matter what the distance is. At the moment, it will end up with De Bruyne on the top of the podium. Now, fabulous to see the 2 athletes involved in that collision cross the line. The defending champion, Zhu, it's not how she would have wanted to finish her defense of the gold from Tokyo. Great to see everyone completing the Santos Roja as well. But a race that took a while to develop. It was perfect for De Bruyne out in front, out the way of any possible problems. Kinghorn, a brilliant race again. Another medal for Samantha Kinghorn. just couldn't live with the Swiss star late on. And Scaroni, who broke that Paralympic record in qualifying with the bronze medal, but Catherine de Bruyne, one of the stars not only of classifications and distances at T53 and T54, but also one of the stars of the Paralympics as a whole.
Well, it was a nasty collision. Chateau just spewing off to the right, and Shirt coming down over the top of her. Two of the better racers taken out of contention, but de Bruyne controlled the race so well, it'd be hard to think that anyone was going to challenge her.
For those in behind, really, no one really made a move apart from Scaroni with 2 laps to go. She came on the outside, but she never hit the front. No one really went from the front end to try and box in Catherine de Bruyne. It's a tactic that others can use. But Catherine de Bruyne was on the front end, pulled clear of Kinghorn, wins by nearly 3 seconds, a new Paralympic record. Silver for Kinghorn, and Scaroni was back in third. Catherine de Bruyne has posed in front of many screens in her time, showing that she's won gold, and most of them have a record of some sort as well, and this time it's a new Paralympic record. 3 golds for de Bruyne here in Paris.
Et la cloche va résonner une nouvelle fois pour cette athlète dans le Stade de France, Catherine de Bruyne.
Catherine de Bruyne ringing the bell, an all too familiar bell for de Bruyne.
When they move it to the Notre Dame, she goes, yeah, that's mine.
I know how that sounds. For the 3rd time, she's ringing that bell.
Oh, we're going to Zhang Liangmin. And the discus. And she of the world and Paralympic record of 40.83. And needing to respond to the efforts of Xue Enhui. So it's, China won 2, but they've flipped at the top. Xue Enhui. Opened with a 37.65. It's been overtaken by a teammate. And out towards 37 meters again. .40.58 is her personal best. So Xue is only, with that PB, only about 25 centimeters short of the world record held by Zhang. If she can find her PB today and challenge Zhang at the top spot, 37.67. Now from Italy, Assunta Legnate. After 2 fouls, needs to put one in here. That's a fair effort. It's the visually impaired throwers. Part of the challenge is finding the quadrant to get a legal throw. And pleased to see that Legnate has been able to do that. The 46-year-old from Macerata won the World Championships in 2019 in a 36.07, lifts her to the bronze medal position with 3 rounds to go. Jean and Xue lead it for the Republic of China ahead of Legnate of Italy.
Mesdames et messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs du 100 mètres masculin T64.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 100 meters T64.
So we're going to see a victory ceremony now for the men's 100, the T64. This was one of the races completed 24 hours ago inside the stadium here, and saw a thrilling win for the Costa Rican over the Italian Maximiliano Manu and Felix Streng, who ended up in the bronze medal position. Jacob Cali, IPC governing board member, forms the presentation team here with Mrs. Ruth Leong, World Para Athletics technical delegate. So bronze then, 3 years on from his gold, Felix Streng. Another Paralympic medal for the 29-year-old Bolivian-born, but very much represents Germany. Lives in London, a full-on international athlete. Gets a 6th Paralympic medal. And another bronze after he won the same colour medal in Rio 8 years ago. Dived to the line to get his podium as well.
Silver medalist representing Italy,
Silver for the world champion from here in Paris last year. Set the new Paralympic Games best time as well in qualifying. Born in Ghana, moved to Milan, and he was just 11 to join his mother. 2 World Championship gold medals now, Paralympic silver. There are only 2 medals the Italians have won in para-athletics here.
gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Costa Rica, Sherman Isidro Itikiti.
From Costa Rica, a glory gold. Sherman and Isidro Guiti. 27, brilliant win. Silver from Tokyo. He actually won the gold in the 200 in Tokyo. World champion, and now the Paralympic champion. A tremendous year that started with a win in the Parapans as well in Santiago.
Mesdames et messieurs, si vous le pouvez, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne du Costa Rica.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Costa Rica.
Takes the adulation. German Isidro Uiti, Costa Rica's only medal won thus far in para-athletics in the Stade de France here at Paris 2024, and it's the gold in the men's T64 100. Italy silver, Germany bronze.
Discus F11. Legnate sitting in third position after that 36.07. Needed that legal throw in the third round. And pushed another good throw out there. Well, that's well past her 36. That's more like 37 or 38 for Legnate. She's got a PB of 40 meters 25 and 38.01, and she is into second position to split the two from the Republic of China. Zhang still lead it, and Shui Enhui moved to the bronze medal position. But up she comes and will be next to go. And Legnate has just made it interesting at the top. Shui. They have been told, look, you've got to find a little bit more than the 37.67. That is your best so far. Something over 38 to get back into second position. Something over 39 would give her the lead again. No, it just wasn't flying well. It had a fine wobble about it. Didn't get it away as cleanly as she needed to get the flight. And in the end, it's a foul. She may have felt that and stepped out. So Zhang and Shui, first and third for Republic of China. Legnate of Italy pulling out a 38.01 to assume the silver medal position.
poids masculin F11.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's shot put F11.
Shot put F11 for the men was conducted earlier session.
Veuillez accueillir les médaillés.
Please welcome the medalists.
This is an event with one of the longer standing world records set in Sydney 2000. David Casina Sierra of Spain, and it's still sitting there, 15:26. But our winner, Islamic Republic of Iran's Alipur Dabeid, got within half a metre to set an area record. Two men from Iran on the podium, and Amokano of Spain.
Monsieur Gilles, maire de la Courneuve.
Mayor of the Courneuve.
Accompagné par
Accompanied by
Madame Cathy Montinque, première adjointe au maire de Saint-Denis.
First Deputy Mayor to the City of Saint-Denis.
Médaillé de bronze, représentant de l'Espagne.
Bronze medalist representing Spain,
Alvaro del Amocano, the 34-year-old, wasn't really featuring until the fourth round. Moved himself from 7th to 3rd with one good throw of 13.33. With his fifth attempt, he found another 5 centimetres and held on to claim the bronze ahead of Igor Baskakov, neutral Paralympic athlete. He's a joyful competitor, is Del Amocano.
Médaillé d'argent, représentant de la République islamique d'Iran.
silver medalist representing Islamic Republic of Iran, Mahdi Olad.
The 38-year-old Mahdi Olad. Won in Tokyo. But he never led this competition. 13.89 in the second round was the best he could manage. Season's best. You would find that his teammate was a little too good on the day.
Médaillé d'or, champion paralympique, représentant de la République islamique d'Iran.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Islamic Republic of Iran, Amir Hussein Alipur Dabeid.
Well, he's young enough at 22 to hang around long enough to challenge this seemingly unbeatable world record that stood for so long. Amir Hussein Alipur Dabeid, 14.78 he threw. A lot of the throwers don't reach their prime until their late 20s, early 30s. And if we can keep Alipur Dabeid interested in this sport, he could one day eclipse that world record. He had a very consistent competition from just under 14 metres up into the high 14s, and 14.78. A new personal best and area record for him and for the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne de la République islamique d'Iran.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of the Islamic Republic of Iran.
always good to see a new champion emerge. This time it's Amr Hossein Alipur Dabeid, Islamic Republic of Iran, and his teammate Mahdi Oulad, the silver, Alvaro Del Amocano, the bronze. The men's F11 shot put medalists. Been a bit fortunate with the weather. It's been overcast throughout the session, just a few moments of light rain, but generally the conditions great for the track and field events, and we've still got some to come.
Yep. Next on the menu, 247 classification, 100 metres women. Isabelle Andrade is the Tokyo champion. She will be racing in Heat 2. There are runners and riders. Heat 1, first 3 from these 2 qualifiers, and the next 2 fastest will go into the gold medal race. So two-time defending world champion Chiara Rodriguez. Good heritage in this discipline. The Venezuelans, Teresa Zhashkova from the Czech Republic, lane 2, world champ silver, Saskia Sokolov from Serbia. Modena Ibanez, Argentina. 3rd Paralympic Games for her, lane 4. Lilou, 7th in Tokyo, lane 5. First Paralympics for Jill Ross, lane 6 there for Canada. Tilatenda Bango, Zimbabwe flag bearer, Zimbabwe, and Sheriana Haas, Canada. Parapans bronze, just 17, and that golden vest. Bronze already in the 400, Maria Augusta da Silva of Brazil. Heat 1 of the women's 247, 100 metres, and coming through in the middle, Lilou, but there's a surge as well from Sheriana Haas of Canada, but Rodriguez has it in the bag. I think there Haas made 3rd with the Sokolov coming through in 2nd place for Serbia there. So 12.18. That is outside the world record in the Paralympic Games best time for Chiara Rodriguez, but Haas had a finish inside of there with 12.47, and Sokolov directly qualifies as well to the gold medal race for Serbia. To super run that from the 17-year-old from the Toronto, Sheriana Haas. Rodriguez, who came through the quickest in this field this year. There's Haas, bronze in the Parapans. She'll be in the conversation when it gets to the final. And the world champ silver medalist Sokolov, who was in that Tokyo final. She finished 5th 3 years ago. Rodriguez, quick as a whippet though, absolutely destroys the field in this first qualifying heat in the women's T47 100. Got inside lane. The inside track. There she is. Coming over the line first. Season's best time as well there for Chiara. And Rodriguez, Haase and Sokolov will be joined by the 3 quickest in the second heat, and the next 2 as well. Quickest will join them in the final.
The crowd have remained engaged with what's going on in the field and on the track throughout this session. Some encouragement to the athletes, patiently waiting for the second of these sprint heats. Just observing perfect angles from everywhere inside this stadium. They'll be concentrating on what's happening in the field.
Zhang Liangmin wanting to put out another good effort to keep hold of the lead here. She only didn't have it through the first round, took it in the second, and has held on since. Oh, and she's put that straight into the cage, so no result there for Zhang. Disappointment for her, but still leads it from Legnante of Italy and Xue and Hui, a Chinese athlete from Harbin. I want to be training indoors a fair amount of the year up in Harbin, and actually they have some great sports facilities in that northern Chinese city.
Heat 2 of the women's 100-meter T47. 3 to go through automatically, and then 2 next fastest. The difference in personal bests here. Standout times. Mason. Also Vera Andrade, the 2 who's gone under 12 seconds in this lineup. Kim Maria Vasquez, Germany, just 19 years old. Suji of Japan, 7th in Rio. Brittany Mason, world record holder, silver in Tokyo and relay gold. Anna Nadi wins in the 100 World Championships. Well, what an ovation here. Marie Nguli, just 15 years old. What an experience. Toshe was a World Championship bronze medal winner. That's great. Vera Andrade is the Paralympic champion. And Fernanda Yara da Silva already has a gold here in Paris. Won the 400 meters. So 3 to go through, next 2 fastest as well. World record holder Mason in lane 4. 12:18 her best this year. Nguli, and just 15 years old, and cheered on by this enthusiastic Paris crowd. Vera Andrade in lane 8. very strong heat here. Mason and Andrade will be home order favourites to fill 2 of the 3 places. Already with the gold medal, remember, lane 9 de Silva was in the 400, and this is the 1. Away in racing, and a really quick start by Brittany Mason in lane 4, already with Vera Andrade pulling clear on her inside. Grimaldi as well will finish in 3rd. It's Andrade who takes this heat from Mason. Grimaldi, and then there was a fair distance to the rest. 11.99 underneath 12 seconds. Very quick heat, and the class rose to the top. There's Billy Vera Andrade running down Brittany Mason. Season's best, the 11.99, looking very confident and very quick indeed. Now in 2nd, Brittany Mason was very quick out of the traps, and it was 12.18. One of the blocks from Brittany Mason, very quick, and then a new area record for Anna Grimaldi. 12.23 goes through. Superb performance. The athlete from New Zealand now in 4th place. Some story, qualifying for the final is the young French athlete Maria Nguyi. Has gone through 12.54, and she's qualified for a Paralympic final. There's the start by Mason, very quick from the blocks, but then Vera Andrade into stride and put alongside Mason, winning by 0.19 of a second. Mason very quick away. Just keep an eye on her outside. Grimaldi, that area record again. Good distance between themselves and the rest. And then in 4th place, qualifying the 15-year-old. Very quick heat. Front 3 go through. And Nguyi back in 4th might well be the story of that.
Well, Grimaldi well pleased to, this part of her career to be setting personal bests and underscoring her commitment to the sport, and into 3rd position with that 12.23. Season's best, personal bests all over the place. We've seen that again and again. This track is quick. The athletes are well prepared and lifted by the crowd at the Stade de France again and again.
The remarkable aspect of that was that the 15-year-old Nguyi didn't actually set a personal best. Can go quicker, has gone quicker, and yet 12.54 is enough to go through to the final. That's a real story developing, but there are some big names at the top of that qualifying list.
Et la cloche va résonner ici au Stade de France avec Zhou Liwan pour la Chine.
Zhou Liwan, shot put winner. She looked glad to be part of the bell-ringing fun.
Going to ask actually, Steve, are we allowed to go at some point? But I don't think so. I think it's reserved for the gold medal winners.
We're allowed to get close to the track, and that's about it. But they'll see us coming and shepherd us away. We'll go to the back end of the women's discus F11 competition. Isabella Campos. Is in 4th now. Dobrovolskaya of Lithuania. Oh no, unfortunately she's caught the front edge, and that's no measurable throw. She steps out knowing that that's happened. She could hear it clatter into the last post around the cage, and no throw there for the Lithuanian. Chateau comes in now. Isabella Campos of Brazil has come up with a 34.94 late in the competition to move into 4th spot. Now, she won't and can't win a medal. That's a huge improvement from the Brazilian. But let's go with Chateau now. Led after the first round, now sitting in 3rd. She's been passed by Zhang and Lenyante. Last attempt, Chateau and Hui. That's a good one. May not beat her 37.67. Is it 2 meters past that 35 mark? Looks to be about that. She really needs 38.02 to get back into 2nd position. It won't be near the 39 we already have from Zhang. That's clear. But what will it be? 37.31. She remains in 3rd position. So Lenyante, silver medal position. Has a PB of just over 40 meters. That would shake things up if she can find it. Didn't quite like it. And 35 meters around that mark is what she can do with her final attempt. But it will be a silver medal going to Lenyante. It was silver in Tokyo, 4th in Rio. Can't quite get the better of Zhang today. Pleased nonetheless. 38.01 in the 4th round. The platform for Lenyante's silver medal in the F11 final. Well, this is a pressure-free last round throw for Zhang Liangmin, a 38-year-old who has 3 World Championship discus titles, 1 in Tokyo, Rio and London at Paralympic level, and 2nd in Beijing. For win number 4. Well, that's around 37.38, and it doesn't matter. She's got it won with 39.08. Yeah, that's 37.13 coming up on our screens. Certainly wasn't lacking effort. Had a foul in the 5th round, but a very good competition from Zhang Liangmin. She does it competition after competition. 39.08, season best for her and Lenyante of Italy. Zhang claims the title. She's won 4 in a row. And runner-up in Beijing. Lenyante into 2nd position. Came up with a 38.01 in the 4th round. And Xue Enhui will collect the bronze today. Best of 37.67.
Mesdames et messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs de 400 mètres masculin T36.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 400 meters T36.
Another victory ceremony incoming. And Amara Durand-Elias
Venez accueillir les médaillés.
well used to it. We're going to have a slight change in the order by the looks of things.
Les médailles sont remises par
The medals will be presented by
Monsieur Edouard Donnelly,
This
directeur exécutif
the victory ceremony for the men's 400 T36.
Chief Operating Officer of the Organising Committee of the Olympic and Paralympic Games of Paris 2024.
accompagné par
Accompanied by
Madame Cathy Bretagne, première agent, maire de Saint-Denis.
First Deputy Mayor to the City of Saint-Denis.
Médaillé de bronze, représentant de l'Argentine.
Bronze medalist representing Argentina, Alexis Sebastian Chavez.
Alexis Sebastian Chavez, Argentina. Collecting his bronze medal. Looks thoroughly delighted as well, so he should be. Area record. 53.60. In a dip finish, it was the Argentinian who dipped better. Matsumoto wins a gold, bronze medal, maybe a gold in the future.
Et d'argent, représentant de la Nouvelle-Zélande.
Silver medalist representing New Zealand, William Stedman.
William Stedman, 52.92, personal best to win silver. Some way behind the gold medal winner, but running a personal best in a Paralympic final. Nothing much more you can do. Only a second clear of bronze. Fabulous performance from the Kiwi and William Stedman. Delighted with his silver.
Médaille d'or, champion paralympique, représentant de l'Australie.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Australia, James Turner.
James Turner from Australia, a world record as well, 51.54, breaking his own world record. And some margin as well. It was a devastating performance, to be honest. Trying to find the words really for a performance from Turner. Huge arms, and as he crossed the line, put his arms in the air and has defended his title in some style. A world record and a gold medal for Australia's James Turner.
Mesdames et messieurs, si vous le pouvez, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne de l'Australie.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Australia.
the standout wins on the track at Paris 2024 was James Turner in the men's 400-metre T36. Defending his title, Stedman, New Zealand with the silver. Chavez delighted with a bronze medal for Argentina.
The dreaded boxing kangaroo. It makes an appearance everywhere.
You didn't tell me your friends are here, Steve.
Well, you deflate it, put it in your bag, doesn't take up much room, and then you blow it up when you get there. See? You know when that first appeared, the boxing kangaroo? 1983 America's Cup. Yachting was to blame.
They've got their yellow hats on, the gold. Plenty of tricolours being waved and fans from all over the world. Here. All enjoying themselves. School children, especially in this session, all wearing colours, either to identify them as a member of a certain school or maybe sports club. And who knows, it might only be a few Paralympics where they might be on track. A 15-year-old through to a final. French local.
The victory ceremony time again. It's time to celebrate the medalists, the 1, 2 and 3 in the women's 400. T12 category. Knows what it's all about by now. Amara Durand-Elias, gold medal winner for the 4th Paralympic Games in a row in this division. She's actually won the 100, 200, 400 at the last 2 Olympics. And here we go for the triple again here. Mr. Paul Fitzgerald, head of World Para Athletics, is joined by Mrs. Bushra Kuntarizki, Vice President of the Department of Seine-et-Marne. Ukraine, Iran, Cuba here make the grade. Well, Oksana Bartachuk was 2nd, silver, behind Amara Durand-Elias at the last couple of games. She's 3rd here. 39-year-old from Dnipro with guide Mikita Barabanov. Has won a gold in the 100 in Tokyo. 11th Paralympic Games medal for Oksana. Fourth bronze at these games for Ukraine, delivered by Oksana Bartachuk in the women's T12 400. Well, what about this? The emerging star in this class. She won the World Champs title as recently as May in Kobe, Japan. Aja Sapazade Gadagiani. Running without a guide, actually flag bearer at the opening ceremony here in Paris with shooter Syed Nechapier. World Championship gold, Paralympic Games silver, and that experience as well at Place de la Concorde at the OC. It's been quite a summer for Iran's Hajar Safazadeh Gandajani.
Olympics and Paralympic champion, representing Cuba, Amari Durand Elias, and her guide,
But again, top of the pile, Amara Durand Elias from Cuba. With guide Yuniel Kindayan Vargas, 14 World Championship gold medals. She's won the last 4 Paralympic golds in this class, a 9th Paralympic gold all in. 4 in a row. Extraordinary unbeaten run in this this classification at the Paralympic Games. Last suffered defeat, Beijing 2008.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Cuba.
That's our podium then in the T12 women's 400. Ukraine, Botachuk, Iran, Sapazari Garajani, and Cuba, Amara Durand Elias wins again. It's the 2nd gold in the para-athletics here at Paris 2024 for the nation of Cuba.
Zhang Liangmin. Getting full value out of her opportunity to ring the bell. And what a champion she is.
Attention, vous êtes à l'écran. Vous faites beaucoup quand même, parce que tenir le portage c'est une chose, mais...
Getting towards the end of another session at Stade de France. Still expecting to have the men's long jump T47 victory ceremony.
La Suisse, on est ravis de vous accueillir au Stade de France qui accueille le monde entier à l'occasion des Jeux Paralympiques Paris 2024.
Every session has proved a good day out for those making their way to the para-athletics.
Bonjour Laurent, vous allez bien?
Even with the weather slightly cooler for this session, the times and the distances really have held up. World records falling once again.
An AC/DC fan, surely too young. No, that music never gets old.
Some heavy metal performances. The stadium has been rocking, and the crowd left thunderstruck.
You're off to lift some heavy metal yourself, aren't you, Pete? Or at least watch some.
Looking forward to the powerlifting.
Mesdames et
The athletes involved in this victory ceremony: neutral Paralympic athlete Nikita Kochikov, Republic of China's Wang Hao, and Cuba's Robil Sol Cervantes.
Medals will be presented by
Monsieur Julio César Avila, président du Comité paralympique des Amériques.
President of the America's Paralympic Committee.
Accompagné par
Accompanied by
Monsieur Edouard Renely, directeur exécutif des opérations du Comité d'organisation des Jeux olympiques et paralympiques de Paris 2024.
Chief Operating Officer of the Organizing Committee of the Olympic and Paralympic Games in Paris 2024.
Médaillé de bronze, athlète paralympique neutre.
Bronze medalist, neutral Paralympic athlete, Nikita Kochikov.
For a second time, Nikita Kochikov collects a bronze medal for this T47 long jump. It was not until the third round that he managed to get into a medal-winning position. He was sitting fourth until a leap of 7 meters and 5. Prior to that, he was behind Rod Townsend. And doesn't he look pleased about it?
Représentant de la République populaire de Chine.
Silver medalist, representing the People's Republic of China, Wang Hao.
29-year-old Wang Hao from Panjin did lead after jumping 7:32 in the third round. But then in the fourth round, it all changed again. Second in Rio, fifth in Tokyo, second in Paris.
Médaillé d'or, les champions paralympiques représentant Cuba.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion, representing Cuba, Robil Sol Cervantes.
Robil Sol Cervantes had to stay calm through this competition. He led after the first round, was overtaken in the third, promptly produced a 7:41 in the fourth, fouled the fifth, held on, and 7:41 would prove to be good enough. He wins it by 9 centimeters, and at just 21, this is his second title in the long jump, and he is really good. He has a world record of 7:84. He could have quite the career if he stays with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Cuba.
Mesdames et messieurs, les médaillés paralympiques.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic
Men's long jump T47. The medals go to Cuba, Republic of China, and neutral Paralympic athlete Nikita Kochikov, Wang Hao, and Robil Sol Cervantes. Bronze, silver, and gold. just about going to bring us to a close. Another really enjoyable session at Stade de France. Now, the only sort we get here. It's great fun, and it continues.
Pour cet après-midi, encore un programme très complet avec des courses, des lancers, des podiums, pas moins de 15 podiums. Un programme ô combien important, et on est sûr que vous reviendrez cet après-midi avec nous.
À partir de quelle heure on se retrouve cet après-midi? Enfin, ce soir.
Women's shot put F34. And Saïd Amoudi of Morocco, 44-year-old, had a very consistent competition, every attempt over 7 meters, and did save her best till last, 780. Move into the bronze medal position and a season best. Sneak into the medals. Well done. Lucina Bonobus of Poland has a personal best of 880. Couldn't quite put it out that far today, but 833 was manageable. And a season best for her. And silver medal position coming in that third round attempt. Once more, victory belonging to Zhou Lijuan. Won Tokyo and Rio and would win Paris with a 9 meters 14. A season best and not far off her world record of 9:25. Republic of China, Poland and Morocco, the medalists in the women's shot put F34. Women's javelin F56, field of 12. Lin Si-tong. Foul throw with her first, and second attempt was 22:35, and that took her into the bronze medal position. 24-year-old from Ningde, third at the World Championships this year, third here in Paris, and fourth at last year's Worlds. Raisa Rocha Machado, 28-year-old from Sao Paulo, did her best work early. This was her first throw, and it would be a 23:51, a meter 20 longer than Lin Si-tong. Rocha Machado was second in Tokyo and sixth in Rio. Won the Worlds this year. And silver today with that 23:51. Anna Krumina. Her first throw, also her best, 24:99. Paralympic record. And Krumina, who won in Rio and was third in Tokyo, overcome by what she's achieved here. Krumina of Latvia, Rocha Machado of Brazil, and Lin Si-tong, Republic of China, in the F56 javelin. Men's long jump, T47. Nikita Kochikov, who was third in Tokyo and second at the World Championships this year, had a best today of 7:05. Wang Hao. Now he would lead this competition after the third round. It was Sol Cervantes of Cuba who was the favorite. But with that jump, Wang Hao would let Sol Cervantes know he was in a competition. 7:32, the season's best. Sol Cervantes would respond to that in the fourth round with a big leap of 7:41. He is the world record holder. He's the Paralympic record holder, and now twice a Paralympic champion, backing up from Tokyo with that 7:41 to win it from Wang and Kochikov. And the women's shot put, F34. Discus, beg your pardon. And Xu Enhui. Won the 24 World Championships, but she would get passed by Assunta Legnate. Late in the competition at 38:01, moving her from third to second. And Zhang Liangmin with a 39:08 took control of the discus F11. And so Republic of China 1 and 3, Italy collecting the silver. So we've been a little fortunate to have so little rain throughout the last 3.5 hours of the session. Good results once more, great competition. Yet again, world records are falling at Stade de France. A couple of athletes tumbling on the track as well, and it turned out to be a good day for Cuba. Victory in a long jump for Sol Cervantes, and then a 400 for Omara Duran Elias. Champions emerging, champions remaining champions. All the good stories happening at Stade de France and the Paralympics 2024. See you here again soon.